Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, doing ZR stuff, and we're actually doing something as well. I'm not just doing another update video or anything like that, which makes a change. First time I've touched it in a while because I got the E46. Before anyone says, no, that's not real carbon fibre, it's wrap. I wanted to see what it looks like. There's parts everywhere, which means my engine's in pieces, but I'll explain that later on. But today's video is about this stuff: sound deadening, silent coat. If anyone has a ZR, especially a stripped one, you know how shit they are, because I mean they're made out of bean cans. So yeah, they're not the best for sound deadening. I mean, mine's especially not the best because I built it, and some of the factory sound deadening isn't in here because it's a Mark II. I've got a PPD Mark 1 over there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it through the E46, but that has more sound deadening than my Mark II. I thought, you know what, I'll have a look on eBay and found some cheap stuff. I mean, it's weighty, so it's got to be worth trying. It's got to do something. It's starting to rain, so I'm glad most of this video will be in the car. But they have nothing in the rear quarters. It's literally metal, plastic, and the roof is even worse. So, not only is it now raining, I have a swimming pool in here, but that's because of one of the light seals is broken. I double fucked myself. I didn't bring any tools and I forgot that I put these trim pieces in properly. Wow, it's really, really raining. I don't want to get out and go and get a screwdriver. I'm going to see if I can find anything in the car that I can use instead. If I remember rightly, I've undone this screw. That should pop up and move out of the way. I changed the clips on this, and I have a strange feeling they're just going to break rather than actually unclip. Okay, so somehow the eBay clips actually held up. There is about 2 mil of shit sound deadening, and this foam shit, which, why would you put foam in an arch? It's just going to rust, but yeah. Oh, we've got a little bit here. Luckily, I have rust treated the inside of the arches. My game plan is to basically go over this section, maybe cut out a piece for this section because you can't really get behind it, sand in this bit, maybe over the top of the arch, and try and stick some to this, and maybe on here as well. I'm not sure how much clearance there is, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to actually get done. But I'll be able to get more done than there already is on there. So even though this is like eBay stuff, I mean, it's thin, it's like 2 mil I think, but it does its job. Like, it's actual sound deadening. Makes quite a thud. So what I'm going to try and do is basically wedge it in the corners and maybe try and get 4 squares or so on here. Obviously in the future all this will be painted black, but you know, I'm not doing that now because it's pissing it down, and there's a spider there. Hello. So yeah, I'm basically just going to stick it down and see how much difference it actually makes. And I think it was 10 sheets for like £12. I mean, for 10 pieces, which is that, you could probably do both rear quarters, and I want to do the doors as well. So I'll put the first piece on. It goes around the corner very easily. Like, you can just push it in and it kind of just bends. Idiot of me didn't record it because I'm a plank. What I'm going to do, because I know full well I'm not going to be able to get like a full piece in here or whatever, is I'm going to go and get a Stanley blade and then just cut the piece that I need out, and then yeah, just basically use what I need. Obviously there's gaps and stuff like that, but I can use pieces to fill that in, and I'm not too bothered. You're not going to see it, so it doesn't need to be perfect. I've got the back piece of one I've already cut. I'm basically just lining it up, then line it up to this piece and cut it, and try not to cut myself. Needs a little more taking off this edge, probably just cut down that square. Idiot of me, accidentally cut 2 pieces because I didn't realise I was leaning on one, but I can just use that for something else. I can use that for cuts or whatever. I've just realised I've been recording 720, which probably doesn't help. This is not rust, for anyone wondering. It's the standard oxide primer that they use. It's not great, it's kind of like rubberized and horrible, and that is technically the outer sill, so you know, I don't want that rusting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this bit for today, this this shit tin stuff. I'm going to go over it with some rust prevention stuff, either under seal or hammerite it afterwards. Make sure I put some primer down in there. Basically do as much as I can to stop the sills from rusting from the inside out. That other piece that I accidentally cut, I don't know if I said, but that's now in there. And the difference, I mean, there's a lot of difference. So quickly before it starts chucking it down again, this is kind of what it was like before. That makes a massive difference. Like, definitely gonna do the doors for the sake of a tenner or 15 quid, whatever it was. It's definitely worth doing. Some of you might know what this is, some of you might not. Not really sound deadening, but see, this is why breakers and parts cards are a great thing, because you can get cool little doodads like this, which I'm going to use, but I'm also going to put some tape on these bits and on the back of that cover because they sag in the middle. It's on. Obviously here is where I assume it's burnt before, which I don't know how that works, that's over the cam belt cover, but it's on. It's not perfect, it still sags in the middle, there's a clip missing there, but I think what I'm going to do is drill a hole into one of the sport bars and then just make my own clipping point for it, just to help the sag pretty much go away, because obviously hot engine, flammable, or not flammable, but it burns clearly, so lighting really isn't on my side, but this trim piece isn't actually on yet, and I've still not done this rear quarter. But if you think about putting soundproofing in your car, check these guys out. It was on eBay, it was like 15 quid, somewhere around there, really cheap, and makes a surprising amount of difference. I'll put a before and after in. It really does make a difference. The underbonnet stuff didn't really do a lot, but that's just some like nice OEM plus stuff that will hopefully just make a little bit of difference. I'm not overly bothered, I just quite like it as a little extra. If you guys have enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe down below as you always do, and I'll see you guys in the next bloody video.